Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a reading for everyone. What do we got out first? We got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, you're sitting at the Knight of Pentacles. You're looking out upon the horizon. Something coming in very slowly. Crossing card is the High Priestess. Okay, using your intuition. You know something's coming. You just don't know exactly what it is yet. Listen to your intuition. That's the challenge. What else do we have here, Spirit? We've got the King of Wands, going after what you want. You could be in a job interview right now. We've got the Page of Cups in the recent past. What's on your mind? Page of Swords. Communication. You could be doing a job interview for some of you. We have the Nine of Wands. What else do we have here, Spirit? What else do we have here? Nine of Wands. Continuing to persevere. We got the Nine of Cups. Okay, 2 nines. 2 pages, 2 nines. What else do we have here, Spirit, for the collective? Star. So your wishes are definitely going to be fulfilled. Oh, I love this. And we have the Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. 5 of Pentacles is the lack mentality. One of the biggest pieces of advice with the 5 of Pentacles is don't draw attention to your weaknesses, okay? For some of you, this could be financial. You could be, like I said, I want to say like a job interview. Maybe for some of you, you've been feeling lack. Others of you, you've been feeling left out in the cold by somebody or something. There could have been like some type of a separation, so you could have gotten fired from your job. But it's like you have to continue to be a go-getter. You have to continue, even though this is all about perseverance, you're battle worn. It's like every job you've ever gotten, you always end up in the same situation, just different players in the game. It's like you're going in, you're putting in your all, but sometimes people don't like that. That's like, you have to be mindful not to run roughshod over other people in the process. But I do see where things are going to end up turning around for you with the Nine of Cups and the Star. I mean, literally the Nine of Cups is the minor arcana to the major arcana, the Star. These are wishes being fulfilled. Hopes, wishes, dreams. What is it that you've been wishing on a star for? For others of you, this is about healing. Maybe you've been going through some type of a health crisis. Maybe even for some of you, open heart surgery or some type of a surgical procedure does not just have to be open heart, but for some of you, yes, it is. You're healing from these wounds, okay? I see the bandage around his head. I just heard seizures. Somebody here has a seizure or had a seizure or a heart attack or a stroke. You're healing from that. That's not going to be for everyone. But health is a big thing here too. And I want to say slow and steady wins the race. It took you this long to get to this point in your health. It's going to take this long to get you out of it. And you just got to continue to persevere when it comes to your health. But I feel like whatever health issues, if you are dealing with health issues, it's more spiritual. It's like if you broke a leg, where was it you were moving too quickly and you weren't seeing what you were doing? You were just running roughshod, because the King of Wands can be somebody who like just runs in and blazes through things, but he's not really like absorbing any of what he's, going through. He's just trying to get through it as fast as he can. You've seen people like that. They do the job as fast as they can. Doesn't mean that they're doing it correctly, right? So the universe comes in and says, break a leg, and then you do. And now you're slowed down and it's like, okay, where have I been moving too quickly through life and I'm not really learning any of the lessons, and you need to slow down, because the Page of Wands Page of Swords can be about, being a student. I'm also getting here like somebody leaving somebody else out in the cold. Somebody here could have tried to apologize, or you could have heard from this person unexpectedly, and this person came in with their cup of love, like, hey, I love you, I'm sorry, and the other person met them with a sword, like, I don't want your fucking apology. And I feel like both people are in this energy, you know, still the wounded warrior, like the wounded warrior energy. That's him right there. And this individual, they need to grow up. It's like I'm seeing the page, the knight, the king. So it's like they need to mature before they can accept this apology, because I feel like you're both connected. This could be children, because we do have the two pages here. It could be adult children, because we have the two knights here. There needs to be healing. Does not have to be. It could be a relationship. There could be just a maturity issue here. Someone here is afraid of accepting an apology, or someone here is afraid of extending an apology. I'm getting all kinds of storylines, but I feel like at the end of the day, there can be like a healing if these parties are willing to heal, or if it's a health issue. I feel like you can heal. You're just going to have to do things differently. Maybe you have to travel somewhere else, and you're trying to get the money together. Maybe you're going out of the country even, because I do see like the pyramids here. If there is some type of an offer that comes in, if it's like a job offer, you might be a little afraid to take it just because of, you know, past experiences. But the challenge with the Three of Swords here, the challenge is to overcome whatever happened in the past. And I feel like that goes for the challenge of the relationships, is to overcome the pain of the past. Transmute that through the star energy and the Nine of Cups. And those are healing energies. The two major arcanas that we have here is the High Priestess and the Star. So these cards hold the most weight. Listening to your intuition and knowing that the stars are aligning, whether that's for a reconciliation, whether that's for a new job, whether that's for, you know, whatever. Also, I'm getting somebody could be traveling in to come and see you. Somebody might want to contact you, have a conversation with you, because they're going through something, whether that's a health issue or advice. I'm getting somebody physically traveling in to come and see you. I always get one of those you know when like somebody texts you and says, hey, we need to talk, and you're like, oh, ugh. I almost get that energy. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but I am feeling that. Like, what do they want? Oh God, is it going to be an argument? I don't know what this is about, but there's a lot here to unravel. And I feel like I'm talking to, you know, I mean, this could be all your scenario, all the, you know, because we have more than one thing going on in our life. We have all these things that are going on in the background while we're trying to do this, while we're trying to manifest that, while we're trying to get through. There's like all kinds of stuff. And there might be things that you're not even seeing, but you might be feeling something is up. You might be getting signs that something is up, because the High Priestess can be about the signs. Okay, I just heard too, if this has to do with business, like the sky is the limit when it comes to your career. The sky is the limit. Maybe for some of you, this is about teaching also, with the Knight of Pentacles and the High Priestess. This could be about teaching, because she has the book of Torah in her hands. Maybe you want to become a teacher of some sort. But there's this also aspect of I might not be good enough. Maybe I need to brush up more on this. And it's like, you know, be a go-getter. Be passionate about what you want to bring to the table. You can worry about the how later. You just don't, there's something you're not seeing. And you may not be seeing an apology. You may not be seeing this new job coming in. You may not see that. Okay, I also got, sorry, I was in a thought, but they just took me somewhere else. Be mindful of one night stands that leave you feeling left out in the cold, like they only come in for one thing and then they leave again. Be careful of people coming back and forth into your life. They're there 1 minute, pretend they want to heal, and then they don't. Be mindful of like false apologies. Yeah, be mindful of the one night stand energy. For others of you, I see you moving. Somebody here, I see that you might be moving. You could even be moving for a job. You could be going from a place that's really cold to a place that's really warm. And you're gathering your finances. Very interesting reading. So many different messages. Take what resonates, discard the rest. It might not make sense today, and then all of a sudden in a week or two or a month or a few months down the road, all of a sudden you're like, whoa, okay, hold on. That's what she was talking about. So there's a lot to unravel here because I'm seeing so many different scenarios and I can't just keep it in line. I definitely see like a lot of busy energy too. Very interesting. Let me know if this resonates. What part of it resonated with you? Comment down below. Let me know. I have a lot of people who, instead of commenting on the video, they text me or they message me like through one of my private messengers or something. Write me right here on the video. It helps my channel grow. I appreciate people letting me know that these resonate, but instead of texting me, could you guys actually just say that here? Anyway, you guys, I do love the interaction. I appreciate you guys being here, and I guess we'll chat again soon. Take care.